and then
Can't
jump over to that.
I've got to minimize opera to actually see things. That's popped up again. They've already seen my fucking screen anyway, that's fine. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. Log in. Oh, great.
What?
I'm in a queue. Fucking hell.
2,000 players ahead.
Oh, don't worry, for my friend it was 60,000 yesterday. Oh, about. It should just pop through in a bit. Alright then. So, while I'm waiting, I'm going to explain the whole situation. Oh, 200 people. Right then. I was going to explain anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Alright, so if anyone is wondering why I wasn't here, or like why I stopped streaming, basically there was a bunch of issues, but I don't want to get into that shit. Basically, the other reason was I had no actual games I wanted to play. I had no actual, like, what was it? I had no actual reasons to play the games, because some people may have wanted me to play Fortnite again. I will say this right now, I mean this, I actually do, like, this is not just me being pissy at the game or some shit because something happened I haven't even played in like 2 days. The game is fucking boring. I don't get how people are just able to log on and play it. I understand there's a preference issue there, but I don't get how people are just able to, like, actually just, like, stay on the fucking game for literal hours. I log on, play 2 or 3 games of Battle Royale, try and do a quest, and it's just piss boring, and that's me with an actual purpose of me playing. There's another thing with Save the World as well, the reason why I don't just go into Save the World. I've done shit tons. The only things for me to do now are like the tedious tiny stuff that don't actually make any sort of an impact. So I end up just trying to so I'm a little bit sick. I end up just trying to like help out newer players, but then there's like a few options that can happen. Either they aren't in the chat, they don't speak English, or they just mute me because they're used to playing Battle Royale, so they don't really want to hear people talking. Or like there's other issues to do with like them not being able to understand what I'm saying. But then there's another issue of they think they know better because they've played Battle Royale and they're a sweat on Battle Royale, or like not even a sweat, like they're just good on Battle Royale, so they think that them having a pump shotgun, for example, the legendary pump, they instantly think that that they're amazing and they don't need any other weapons. I can tell them right now, or like, I always tell them that the only redeeming quality of the pump in Save the World, the Browbeater, is its damage. That's the only redeeming quality about it, and its damage can still be outshined by bows and ARs, a couple of shotguns in the game, but even though they're terrible in other ways. RPGs, for example, as well. Like, the only time that you want a shit ton of damage is by an RPG. You don't want it by a shotgun. A shotgun would be good medium damage, that's easy to aim with, that's easy to hit your shot with, and it can hit, like, you don't want to do a shit ton of damage and it's cheap. So that's another good thing about it, but there are tons of other shotguns that are just way better, that are just 10 times easier to get. So it makes no sense to me why someone would just want that gun. It's only there to appease the Battle Royale players. Before someone ends up saying like to me, "Oh yeah, you just tried it from another person." No, went out of my way. I bought it using a voucher, which they were very difficult. Which you can only realistically get like a voucher once in every couple months. I used it, and sometimes sometimes you can either choose a hero or a weapon. So I spent a weapon voucher on the Browbeater to literally show I know what I'm talking about. I perked it fairly correctly. I looked at a guide on YouTube by Beast for not Mr. Beast, bloody Beast, like a streamer called Beast. So basically, I'm just here to tell you I know what I'm talking about. I'm decently good at the game. So can people listen to me this time? Next up, fucking hell. Next thing I want to talk about. 600 players, fucking hell. That's not the thing I want to talk about. Next thing I want to talk about is the whole like issue of them not wanting to listen to me because they don't know who I am. That's fair enough. They don't know who I am. They're not going to know anything about me. Like they shouldn't really be listening to everything I'm saying. But when I'm giving them an example of a few days ago, I was on Save the World. I was playing with someone. This person was using, I'm not going to say the worst weapon in the game, but an extremely fucking bad weapon. Like, this is only, like, out of everything, not just ARs, which this is an AR, not just ARs, not just shotguns, this is out of every single weapon, this thing's definitely in the top 5 dog shit weapons. In my opinion, it's the worst weapon. To some other people, there might be a few other things. Paper Shredder, which in my opinion, Paper Shredder is pretty good. It's like a nice little joke weapon. This isn't a joke weapon, this is a weapon they actually tried making half decent, and it's just not. It's called the Nailer. A lot of people like it, a lot of people think it's a great weapon, but in my opinion, there is no redeeming quality to this gun. Everything is a pretty fucking bad thing. Actually, everything is pretty meh. It's, off a Battle Royale standpoint for this, would be off-spawn viable. Battle Royale players will know what I mean by me saying that. It's an off-spawn. Every single thing about this is off-spawn viable. Except in Save the World, it's not an off-spawn viable thing. That's not a thing that you get. You were meant to be able to craft royal weapons. You're meant to have these throughout multiple games. So, and when it breaks, you're meant to craft another. So, it's not an. It's, you go for the best weapon you can that you can craft, and that's, even then, some people use other weapons that they can't even craft. They just use those. But I must say another thing here is that players have a Battle Royale mindset for things. I'm trying to like make it so Battle Royale players understand what I'm meaning, but this is a different game. This is like, people are expecting the game to be like Battle Royale. They're expecting it to just be like playing zombie mode on creative, just like an actual version made by Epic, fleshed out and different looking, and not just using the tools from creative. This is Fortnite. That's original Fortnite. Yes, it may not be as fleshed out as Battle Royale now, but it's still Fortnite. Just because it shares the same name doesn't mean it's the same game. Just because it's somewhat similar doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you should be having one set point. It's like having it's like it's like acting like you're playing GTA when you're playing fucking COD. It's just, they're two different games. Like, it's just stupid to even think of one being the same. Yes, they both work the same at a basic level standpoint, both the movements the same, just with a bit of extra on either side. The building is fundamentally the same, at the basic level. The weapons are basically the same at a basic level, obviously. Most of the weapons you'll find early game, if you're actually playing the game seriously, instead of just trading for all your weapons or just getting given them. If you play the game like you're meant to be playing it, most of the weapons will look fairly similar to what you're used to. So you get to ease into it. Sometimes you will find a double barrel that looks a bit different, like it's a special double barrel, but you'll understand it's a double barrel. Instead of looking straight up at a deatomizer, which is a massive, like, alien looking weapon looking RPG, instead of looking at that and being like, what the fuck is this? You can ease into it. So, like, it's difficult to, like, explain properly. Basically, Save the World is a different game to Battle Royale, which a lot of players know, which it's a normal standpoint. You should not be thinking it's the same as Battle Royale or a mini game inside Battle Royale. At this point, it is a mini game. I'm not gonna say it isn't. At this point, it is a mini game, but it is the original Fortnite at the same time. So, I'm gonna say, in my opinion, just mine. You don't have to have the same opinion. Other people don't have to have the same opinion. Save the World is shit tons better than Battle Royale. Literal, it takes a massive piss, a massive shit, and it slabbers it all over the face of Battle Royale. I don't get how people are just able to look at Save the World, try it for a little, not even a day, a couple hours, and say it's a trash game. I've been, I have, and before people end up saying, oh, but you just instantly said Battle Royale was a trash game as soon as the stream started. I've been playing the game for a fucking long time. I've been playing the game longer than most of the fucking players. Like, I'm fairly sure I should be able to say if the game is good or bad or not. Not as long as some other people, but I've been playing for a long time. Chapter 1, Season 2, like, for example. So, majority of the player base that's active every day, I'm going to be playing the game longer than most of them. So, I'm just saying, you can play Battle Royale, I have no issues with that, but don't say that Save the World's a trash game. Don't just immediately, when you get the game, expect you to be good at it. Don't be like, just because you play Battle Royale and you're good at Battle Royale, don't expect you to be good at Save the World. Reset your brain. No, try that. I have to reset. I have to say that a different way. Reset the way you think about it. Like it's a completely different fucking game. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm a pro on Battle Royale." I've gotten into games with people where they've gone, "Look at my weapons." I've just been like, "Okay, I don't give a shit. I can craft those. I don't care." And then they're just like, they get pissy. Some more things happen. I end up telling them to shut up because they're annoying me. And then they say, "1v1 me on Battle Royale. 1v1 me on Fortnite," and I'm just like, okay, I could be saying 1v1 me on fucking COD, and I could be like Jesus at COD. Never played it, so I wouldn't be I wouldn't be Jesus on COD, but it's the same fucking premises. If you want a 1v1, you 1v1 on the game you're fucking upset you're having the fight on. You don't 1v1 on a different game unless there's like unless there's like some other shit about it. I don't fucking know. But like when the dude just comes out of nowhere and goes 1v1 me on real Fortnite or real Battle Royale or shit like that, I'm just literally sat over here like, no, it's a waste of fucking time. Decent chance I would at least stand a fight against you, but I'm a Save the World pro. I'm not a Battle Royale pro. I don't play the game often. I don't play the game enough to give a shit. So I'm not gonna be good. You're gonna win. It doesn't prove jack shit. It's like saying, "Oh, look at my money in GTA. That means I'm better at you than COD. I'm better at you than you are than me at COD." I completely butchered that. It's like, fuck, never mind. People will understand. Alright, so before I end up shouting at 7-year-olds to get a life on Fortnite, uh, alright, so I have played Overwatch 1. Granted, I have not been playing the game for a long time. Fucking hell. Will I actually end up logging into this? Or is it just like impossible at this point? Because I was on earlier and it was completely fine. It was letting me stay. It was letting me play. I played for a couple hours. I did not play for not even a couple hours. I think I played for like an hour and a bit. Not even that probably. But basically, I am not good at this game. I will play it. I will try it. I got a bit angry because what's the person called again? Oh yeah, Moira. I hate the players that have the attacks that can auto lock onto people, but just track them. I like playing as Junkrat. He seems pretty. So that was the person I was playing with at the time. My original main on the first Overwatch. If anyone sees this game, they're going to be pissy at me. If anyone sees me play this and talk about this, they're going to be a little bit pissy at me for saying this. But Bastion was my main for the first game. So I'm trying, except I used Bastion earlier, and it felt weird if I couldn't use him properly. It just felt like I just couldn't do it. So I'm maybe try him later when I've gotten a bit better with the game, so I can then use other characters and be a bit better with them. Fucking hell, I'm dying. And yeah, how was I going with this? Oh yeah. So I'm going to be using Junkrat in this mainly. I basically played one of each game in the not the custom games, the like arcade, I think it's called, or it used to be called. Whatever one has like the 3v3 right now, AVA, the capture the flag, shit, things like that. Alright, I'm gonna try logging in one more time. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna quit the game, exit the desktop, boot it back up, try it a bit longer. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna end stream, and then I will just boot it back up again later in a bit once I've like loaded on myself. And I tried. Then yeah, because I want to stream, but I also just can't. I can't really be bothered enough to do this much. Just wait. I'm not the motherfucker to just wait here in a queue for little hours. I was gonna say years there. I'm not the person here to wait for little hours just to play a fucking game. That's not me. I will just go and play a different game if I can be asked, or some shit like that. But so another thing about it, if you see me end up getting annoyed at the game, that's because I am not used to shooters like this. The reason why I could play Fortnite is because it was a little bit different. It wasn't as sweat. It wasn't like full on heavy movement. Originally, like most players were not hard sweating, and you could actually play it like it was a lot more like slow paced, like one step at a time, kind of like the old Fortnite days. But I mean, but now it's just too fast paced. Like I end up getting into a game and I see some motherfucker in a, I either see a football skin, a like golf skin, or a superhero skin that's all one color, no back bling, the Star One pickaxe, which I'm just gonna say right now, ew, it just looks fucking terrible. I understand why people bought it originally, because it had like the heightened damage, like it just was an unfair advantage, like 50 odd damage or some shit like that, body shot, and it did like 80 headshot. Alright, I'm gonna edit the desktop real quick. Um, alright then, and yeah, wait, who will bound that? Yep, thank you. You're aware that some players are encountering uncollected server messages when attempting to sign in. This is actively being worked on. Thank you for your patience. I'll try for a bit longer. No promises though, sorry guys. So, another little thing with this. Yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. I get into a game of Battle Royale, and I just get my ass handed to me by the tryhard that has 36 kills, and ends up winning the game and just leaving in a millisecond. Uh, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Maybe some person will see the stream and then be like, 36 kills? Well, he's not a tryhard, he's a noob. But like, my kill record is 51. That's the highest kills I've ever got. I'm extremely proud of the moment, but also really sad at it at the same time. So I will, if I ever, I don't think I'm going to beat that, but most players say they get like 50 kills normally, which in my opinion, bro, you're fucking sad. You have no fucking life. This is not me being salty, this is me literally telling you to go touch grass. Like, I play games, I class myself as a gamer, but holy fuck, if you seriously go into a fucking game of Fortnite and your normal kills in a game is around 50, like 45 to 55. If it's somewhere in between there, you need to go fucking touch some grass, bro. You must be allergic to it to even having somewhat of an excuse. Like, you must be allergic to sunlight, to being outside, to have some sort of fucking excuse like that. Like, seriously, how do you log on, kill 50 people in a fucking game, and then think, oh, just a warm up? Like, what? I remember back in the days where people hitting a double digit win, just like 10, 11 kills, was like heavily impressive. Then I remember 20 kill wins were like, what? He did what? A 20 kill win? I hit 51 kills once by a glitch, I'm fairly sure. I literally was just playing a random game with one of my friends called Flan. You guys probably would have seen on like some of my older videos of Fortnite. I looked to the side of my screen, not the team kills, not the people remaining, my kills. Flan had 7, I had 51. I don't know how, I don't know why. I'm fairly sure it was a glitch, but it said 51. I'm counting it. I don't remember killing 51 people. Maybe, I don't know, like I set down a trap somewhere in Storm, or like somewhere in a house, and like fucking 30 people ran into it. Or like, I don't know, I saw a skybase, even though I would never shoot down a skybase. I have like heavy respect for anyone that does a skybase these days, because there were so many tryhards that just look up and go, oh, 3 kills. Like, I've done skybases in arena. I've done skybases in a fucking cash cup. I have done a cash cup with one of my friends, Patrick, where. Oh, Patrick says if you're watching this, it wasn't you, but it was one of Flan's friends. Sorry if that confused you, mate. And I did a skybase in the fucking cash cup. It was the first cash cup. It was back in chapter. It was like one of the first cash cups like ever, I think. Like for basic people, for like the normal people, normal like players. It was back in chapter 2, season 2. Maybe there was some before this, but this was the only one I actually remember that was like an actual like event that Epic was putting on, not like Friday Fortnite or some shit like that. Like an actual event that wasn't just for pros. That was just for like random people joining in. All I remember is me and Patrick literally did a skybase in a duos cash cup, and I was raining down hell with the fucking mythic boom bar. It was amazing. And I remember we got top 10 and then got shot down, but I then fucking but we were over the water slightly. We were up by the rig again. Like it literally circled. It was circled back even though I had the fucking boom bar already. So I landed near the rig. I landed and survived it. And I ended up just getting absolutely shit on by some tryhard, but I was still having fun. But that's not the Fortnite now. The Fortnite now is full of 7-year-olds that are just too goddamn sweaty, too goddamn tryhard for my liking. Alright, one more time on this. Too goddamn tryhard for my liking, but like, once again, if players want to hit like 20 kills in a game, that's fine. I can live with that. What I can't live with is a person I got in a game with, and I'm sorry, I'm normally not one to promote griefing to your teammates, but I had to. Bro asked me if I was a pro player because my name is Weasel dash Save the World, except it says STW. And oh my god, the dudes thought I was in a clan called STW, and he asked what it was because he asked what our highest kills were, like what the highest kills we ever got in a game was. And I said, oh no, it's a Save the World clan. Sorry bro, I'm in a Save the World clan, but it's not in my name. Sorry. And he told me, Save the World? What's that? I told him it was the PvE of Fortnite. And he went, oh alright. Alright, I don't judge people for what they like playing. It's fine. But he then asked us what's our highest kills in Battle Royale though. I then said, I don't know. The highest I ever got was 51, I think. I said that to him, and he went, 51? Really? That's nothing. I once killed 86 people. And I literally went, Alright. I told him that I had a launch pad. They weren't in the game. At this point, and I ramped up. We were near water, but impulses were in the game at this point. This was like a season or two ago, or some shit like that. And I literally went, I'm gonna place down, and then I went onto it, and then threw an impulse, killed me and himself, and he shouted at me because he had like 14, 15 kills, and he said he had amazing loot. He did have pretty good loot. He had mythic auto shotgun. I'll do it one more time because I'm taking it. Sorry. He had a mythic auto shotgun from his tree. He killed another person and got an he killed another person and got another mythic. It was a mythic stinger SMG, and he had a purple hammer, and he had like max 3 medkits and like 6 minis. So he had a very good loadout. Yes, he had a very good loadout, and he was shouting at me saying I could easily have gotten at least 40 kills, maybe even 60 or 70. What the fuck, man? And I told him, if you're getting 80 kills in a game and you're thinking it's like nonchalantly nothing, you need to go outside. And I left. I left the game. Like it was just a simple little thing. I'm not one to promote people literally like killing their teammates. It's just a dick move. But when you're literally that fat of a tryhard that you're thinking killing 80% of a fucking lobby of people is like nothing. It's just like a basic everyday thing that everyone should be hitting every day that they're playing. It's like a normal thing. It's every game. It's fine. No, it's not every fucking game. I thought that was a joke at that point. I thought people hitting about 50 kills was about like the highest it would go at like an average. Like maybe like one person would have a random like out of nowhere game where it was like 72 kills or some shit like that. But this guy's actually saying to me, yeah, no, I hit like 80, 70 odd kills every game, every few games or something like that. Like I at least get 180 kill game, 175 kill game every day. It generally freaked me out how this guy was able to play the game for so long that he was able to hit that every day. Generally sent shivers down my fucking spine. Alright, this isn't gonna work again though, but like, whatever. Once this goes, I'm just gonna end stream and then like close the game, go on YouTube for a bit, yep. Alright, I'm gonna end stream and then I might like sort this out. Once I've loaded in, I'll start stream back up again, guys. But basically, I would like everyone to like have a good day until I get back. I was streaming for fucking almost 30 minutes. Fuck me. Everyone, see ya. See you, everyone. So yeah, like the desktop. I will see you all later. And yeah, I have no fucking idea. Well, hopefully I see you later. Depends if the fucking issue gets fixed. If I end up not streaming, go watch someone else's stream or some shit. I don't fucking give a two shits. But only one person's viewed right now, and I'm fairly sure it's my dad. So yeah. See you, bitches.